goddamn place is. I lost my goddamn.
I know. Hey guys, it's just me and Sam right now, so we're just gonna have a little chill stream and see what happens. Like, where were we going? It was Castle of Dreams next, wasn't it? No, we just did that. We just did that. Enchanted Dominion was.
Still no sign of Terra. Huh.
Hello there, Pete's here.
Hello, Pete.
Oh yeah, we managed to sell him the bundle.
What?
I started playing this today.
Sorry.
Which one,
It's just,
Pete?
I've never seen anyone so beautiful.
Who are you?
It's the
Ventus.
three fairies.
But you can call me Ven.
Oh, you don't seem bad, dear. I'm certain you have a pure heart, just like our precious Aurora.
Can you tell me why she's sleeping?
This one.
Long ago
You started
we
with Birth by
lost her.
Sleep. Ah,
Now she's
interesting.
stolen her heart.
Interesting start, yes.
Well then, why don't I go get it back for her?
That's impossible, dear. Maleficent's home is at the Forbidden Mountain. It's not safe.
I'm not afraid. We can't just leave Aurora like this. I can help. You gotta believe me. Come on. Let's
Yeah.
go get her heart.
I mean, we are carried on with the story, but it's
Absolutely
just
right. The Forbidden Mountain is through the forest.
this might be a slightly shorter stream. It's just a chill one,
After all, we
really.
wouldn't want you to get lost.
Yeah.
I thought I'd start with this one because it's a prequel. Yeah, that's fair enough. I totally get that. Oh, let's see if we can meld some commands. Oh, sliding dash and strike raid makes something.
Interesting.
Payback raid. Magic haste. That's not a battle command, that's an action
That's not a
command.
battle command, that's wank.
Tornado attack. A rare command. Well, that was quick.
Aerial liquider.
An excellent choice. I spent ages on the command board game. It's so addictive. I don't. Have I played the command board game?
You have not.
Oh, Tornado takes up 2 slots. I'll put potions there. Where do you play the command board game? can't yet.
You could have done that with Terra. Oh wait, you can't because you saved over it. It's gone forever. Ollie J's dead forever.
I think it only works on the world map. Ah.
Interesting. Yeah, I think you get a command board after you finish each world, I think.
Yeah. I like the tornado ability.
You're abusing a tornado.
Something tells me I shouldn't have it this early in the game.
Is it because it's making certain things way too easy?
Or in Mirage Arena. What actually is the Mirage Arena? I am the king now.
Hey, that's totally not heartless.
Huh.
God, that attack is so fucking broken.
I will probably do Terra again at some point.
I knew you would.
Oh, I finished Mario Odyssey today.
Oh yeah, I heard of a retro console thing that might intrigue you if you want to play really old stuff.
Right.
It's called a Retron 5. Apparently it was like a device that was made to, you can buy it on Amazon and eBay I think, but it was a device made to play Mega Drive, Genesis, Sega, Nintendo games for the Super Nintendo and the original NES, Game Boy cartridges and stuff like that. And apparently it plays all regions, so that's a thing, and it even plays some bootlegs. Oddly enough, I was watching it on Phalos' channel.
Right.
But apparently it's a thing that's been around, I just didn't know anything much about it. But he mentioned he's got it, but the one game he had that didn't work on it was, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for some reason. But everything else worked fine. Oh, and it also didn't like the American version of Final Fantasy III.
Oh.
Yeah, it may just be his copies of the games, because they did look a bit worn.
Yeah.
But you can't, have multiple cartridges in at once, though, that's the problem. Even though it's got 5 slots. It's like 130 quid.
Oh, Pete, have you seen Black Panther yet? Not yet, I've been meaning to ask Seb if he wants to see it. Seb has already seen it, for I know, for I saw it with him. I mean, I'd already seen it by that point as well. I doubt he'd be opposed to seeing it again. Okay, Pete, towards the beginning, when the ominous, like, monkey tribe makes its entrance to the ritual while chanting, it sounds like the guy's saying bear fart. Good luck not hearing that now. The gorilla tribe. Holy hell, there's a lot of heartless in this world.
Looks like we're stuck.
This must be Maleficent's doing.
I know. Shall we?
Yep.
Well, that was simple.
Yeah, underwhelming.
Yeah. Oh god. Could you live in a more ominous slow?
The rent is cheap.
I bet it is.
Yeah, maybe you should think about that, Ollie, before you start asking.
What? So, have a look at his keyblades. Why is Ventus's keyblade so short?
I don't know. I think it's because it's meant to be like a key dagger. Or a key toe fonger. tonfa.
Yeah.
'Cause he definitely wields it, you know, not like an actual blade.
Yeah, he holds it backhand. That sounds like he uses it. He has a small keyblade, and he holds it backhand. I'd have killed everyone before.
Do it, kill everybody.
Yeah. Kill.
Careful, they're maleficents.
Well, they ain't guarding nothing. Tension! No sleeping on the job.
They're guards.
Kill them now. Do it. You make a very compelling argument.
Silence. I concur. Huh. That was underwhelming.
So is there actually an end to these, or are they just going to keep coming until I do
Keep coming,
something?
that's just... I don't know, if they're going to keep coming, well, that's just more EXP for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind slaughtering untold numbers of... I don't even think they're heartless or unversed.
No. Oh no, I think you're disrupting the order of this world by attacking its people. I mean, normally the Prime Directive would have you remove the Heartless because they're not naturally from this world, and leave the people there at least unconscious, but, you know, you're pretty much killing them.
These are citizens of this world.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Spider!
It's over.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go.
Well, back to wandering around and just pressing X.
Oh yeah. That thing about the TNA UK ratings though, that made me laugh.
Well, the company has basically gone completely to shite.
Okay, I'm gonna go back here, see if there's somewhere else I can go.
I mean, keep in mind they've lost most of their roster to WWE, of all things. And they're mainly, apparently, because Anthem is Canadian, they're only focusing on Canadian talent.
Right.
And let's face it, Rockstar Spud is now on, is now working for WWE. Jeremy Borash is there. Jeff Jarrett's turned up. Then of course you've got Bobby Roode, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
All you're gonna need now is literally for while Jeff Jarrett's at the ceremony, him pressing a button on his watch and suddenly it activates sleeper agents.
Yeah.
Now I can complete my main objective. And then AJ just drops his belt and just looks like, I must kill Vince McMahon.
Execute Order 66.
Executing Order 66. This will be glorious.
Hello, I'm the Data Doctor. If you would like me to examine your mechanoid, please examine.
Level 10. Your strength increased. Use that strength to crush everything that disobeys you.
Oh, I plan to.
I must kill Vince McMahon.
Ah, well, there's something.
God, when he dies, there is going to be way too much chaos, though.
Well, not really, if he's letting go of control anyway.
Yeah, but it's who's going to get control of it, because there's going to be the whole transitional period. And of course, they're probably going to have a special edition of Raw to commemorate his death.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he's earned that.
Then it's going to be a matter of Vince is getting his own people involved, so it's very possible that if he gets in, another thing he's going to have to do is he's going to have to really have control over Stephanie.
Don't you remember? We've met before.
We have?
So that he can have his own team.
So yourself.
Because he's already got. He's planning to use Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons he's in the Hall of Fame.
I never thought I would meet you. Outside of my dreams, that is.
Who are you? What's your name?
Oh, my name? Why, it's... Oh no, I can't. Goodbye.
I must see you.
I don't know. Maybe someday.
When? Tomorrow?
Oh no. This evening. At the cottage. In the glen.
What was that?
Aurora's memory. She must have gotten her heart back.
So her dream came true.
Yes, not long ago. Dreams are very
Doesn't
strong
she won't
beliefs.
know I can't.
Aurora's led her to her true love.
I see you hold strong beliefs too, don't you, dear?
Yep.
You also have a strong light.
All right, hurry. We can't stay here.
Someone has released Aurora's heart. Tell me, child, was it you? Maleficent.
Only because you stole it in the first place.
A Keyblade. You must be Ventus.
Huh? How do you know about me and the Keyblade?
My powers ensure I'd know of the key to bringing me hearts. Terra gave me a demonstration.
Terra? He was here?
Why, yes. In fact, it was he who stole Princess Aurora's heart.
That's a lie!
I was asked to leave you unharmed, but it seems I have no choice.
I'll kick your ass. You will leave me no choice. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to kick your ass. So, are we to assume that these three Keyblade Masters are stronger than Sora and Riku?
Yes. Because I'm putting it down to them being stronger purely down to the fact that they've been training with them for, Keyblades for even longer, and apparently know how to use more abilities than just the Keyblade.
It's pretty early in a single-player campaign for someone to be fighting Maleficent, isn't it?
Yeah. So there you go. That's your scaling.
Jack's here. He's asking to join. Alright. Hey, Jack, how you doing? I'm gonna add Jack back to the thing now. So he's still there. There you go. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing alright. I understand there was an explosion in the rest of the last night.
There was. I don't think it was very near me, and as far as I'm aware, no one I'm familiar with was harmed. And that's obvious. Oh no.
Because my memory of the ends where you might have been in that vicinity, so I can't deny I was a little worried.
Yeah.
I mean, we already made some decisions, the four of us, last night, didn't we? Consider it solved, or if you suffered some sort of crippling injury.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of bad news lately, haven't there? Did you read that one about the little girl who died from an asthma attack?
I don't think I did.
She was turned away by her physician because she was 10 minutes late.
Yeah, that happens a lot more than you'd think. There's actually a surgery in Eton I went to that had the same thing, where a woman was having an asthma attack and the doctor just refused to see her, saying she was overreacting, and then she passed out outside the clinic and almost died of an asthma attack.
I get rules are rules and all, but a little girl is now dead.
Yeah, honestly, to be fair, when I moved up here, they had to get my medical records, and the doctors up here doubted that the doctor who was my family doctor for almost 20 years was even a real doctor.
That's unfortunate.
They said the stuff he was doing and refusing to do is stuff that doctors are not supposed to do.
Ben, don't be
Like
fooled.
when my knee was basically fucked up and actually needed to be looked at. That my doctor down south
Tara
said
would never
he
do
didn't
that.
want to touch it or do
You know
anything
that
about
as well
it.
as I do.
When I did it up here, they pretty much told me to go. They told me that that I could go to the doctors and everything, to get a referral or anything if it got bad.
After all, one never knows the secrets of
So
another's heart.
some doctors are just bad at what they do.
You'll agree, Ventus. Aqua.
Oh well.
The master sent me. Ven, let's go
Sorry, I
home.
lost my train of thought there. I must be getting tired.
Tara's not ready to leave yet.
Like right now, he's leaving you behind.
Ven-ting frustration.
By
That's
the
not
time
bad,
you
or
catch
did
up,
you come
he'll be
around?
a different person.
Yeah.
Sorry, Aqua, but I can't go with you.
What?
It's just, I have to find him before it's too late.
Ven!
How are you fancying? How do you find PS4, Mr. Shipway?
Tara, where are you?
I saw him playing the bundle earlier.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're welcome, Square Enix. We've sold a copy of this game to someone.
Him again.
They'll pay us money.
Really?
It's a lot easier to control on PS4. It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It was so much easier to control this on an actual console. So yeah, you might be able to use the command board thing here now.
Could it be that console is more user? Could it be that console is more user friendly? I mean, I'd play BT Universe Online on my PC now for a clean slate. But and I noticed it's, the controls are a little more shoddy since I played it on console.
Yeah. I can't watch you roll dice. Select new game and become ego.
Right.
What is this? Dungeon Dice Monsters?
Possibly.
Love board games. Found a decent board game shop in Remington.
Turn 1, Ventus. Roll the dice. It's basically shitty Mario Party.
Go, dice roll!
For a time, I thought it might have been Monopoly, given that I saw what looked like coins. Well, the graphs on my TV's not doing that on my TV.
My turn.
Imaging isn't working very well.
Nice.
All right.
It seems you have the ability to
There we go.
move pieces on the board.
Oh
That's interesting.
Roll the dice. Take a chance.
Community chess.
Oh, another 6.
Nice.
Yeah. Checkpoint bonus 300 GP.
Thank you for passing go. Please collect your £200.
You must be the Monopoly guy.
No.
Thanks for the free parking.
Another
That's the way.
activist, Maguire. Activist. Yes. Activist.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
It's lovely, but I fancy myself now. After completely making a scene, all Casby can say is, "Quite finished, Mr. Ventura."
Yeah.
Nice.
It would appear that I now have transport for Birmingham Comic Con.
That's the way.
Cool. Would that I could join you, alas I cannot.
Yeah, sad that. I'd ask you to join me for the London Comic Con, but I'd say that's even less likely to happen.
Yeah. London's not the most accessible place for wheelchairs, I'm told. Like, you know, this does seem fun, but I'm gonna get on with the story.
What exactly is the point of this objective anyway? I mean, is this another form of grinding?
I suppose it could be. I'm not entirely sure myself.
Where's he?
It could be something to do while you're not streaming.
Yeah.
All right. What did you mean about Terra being a different person?
Exactly what I said, idiot. The Terra you know.
Hey, not
will be
Roxas, he's
gone
behind you.
forever.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Stupid or
Can I
true?
assume that the chap in the mask is not Riku?
No, he's not.
No, Riku's like 5 at this point, so...
Yeah.
I was trying.
Yeah, he's not really
Good.
fit for that yet.
Let's see what you're made of.
Keyblade.
Oh, you ain't got the same keyblade.
Now, you see Riku in this game, and he's just a little kid.
Defeats the masked boar.
My boy! I love the tornado command.
The masked boy. Now for some reason I'm thinking he's going to carve B on your chest. I miss Zorro.
Oh, come on, I was kicking his ass.
That really all you got?
Apparently you were.
Man.
Yeah, because now you're dead.
I'd be going against the Master's orders, but so what? As far as I'm concerned...
Or maybe it was supposed to lose battle.
Well, Pete got stuck on this part for ages, so... yeah. Maybe you weren't meant to win.
Don't worry, you're safe.
It's Mickey!
Yeah.
Tell me where you got that. Keyblades are not something you use just to bully somebody around. Here, I'll show ya.
We both will.
Huh?
Right, like there's any point in him turning around because we haven't already figured out who he is.
Mickey. Like me. Ooh, my ears are burning.
See ya.
Remember how many people thought they certainly knew Puppy Head? It must be Batman.
Too slow.
No, well, I'm pretty sure Batman would use, like, folded Mickey Mouse ears if he ever, you know, the economy went so bad that Batman's entire company went down.
Somewhere in the dark multiverse I'd say that. Speaking of which, I believe Beaky Medal is near its final issue this week.
Yeah, they actually did do it though. There was like a Mad magazine. There was like a Mad cut thing on YouTube where it showed Batman while he was, you know, really, really poor. So he can't afford the Batmobile anymore. So he gets around by taxi, and he gets around and he can't afford batarangs anymore. So he throws a frisbee with fork sellotape to it. What the hell is this? Oh, come on. Batarangs cost $500 a pop. I can make a load, like 10 of these for like $20. Are you wearing Mickey Mouse ears? Oh, damn it. I folded these right just 10 minutes ago. And he can't afford Robin anymore. But they can't afford Robin anymore, so he gets a Mexican to work for him who has a leaf blower, and apparently that helps him defeat Penguin in the Riddler. You know, without all of his fancy gadgets, I'm starting to find this Batman's looking very kickable.
You can see why the Batman who left wouldn't particularly want him on their side. But I could also see why that Earth would be doomed, so I would definitely say it's Dark Multiverse.
Let's team up.
See ya.
So it kind of might have realised that comic book when Batman became a vampire might have been Dark Multiverse as well, so it died at the
Gotcha. I'm sorry for the thought of Batman going into the sun and dying.
I wouldn't say he died, he burned.
Oh, bugger.
Have you read the Batman Vampire comic books, Sam?
No, I don't. Honestly, I haven't read a lot of the DC comic books for a while, to be honest.
You should read it, Sam. I believe Batman was similar to Alucard before it was over.
See ya. Bring it.
In terms of optics, he had the ability to turn into a mist. He also killed Killercott with a stalagmite.
Killercott.
Suffer. Yeah. Pathetic. Yeah. Gotcha.
After reading that, hearing these light reenactments of the Batman Vampire comic books, I thought maybe it might have been a good way to run Christian Bale's movie
Gotcha. It's over.
We're gonna call it Bane back there.
Too slow. Gotcha.
Let's team up.
Pathetic.
I would like to see a version of Bane that actually uses Venom that isn't from Batman.
That'd be nice.
Pathetic.
Well, I can't disrespect the act. I can't disrespect the Bane from Batman and Robin considering that's the act.
See ya.
I suppose.
Although he was a bit more mindless move with
Yeah. That whole film was.
Too slow.
Batman and Robin wasn't great, and neither was Batman Forever, but
I found it had some good moments, but only so.
Gotcha. Suffer.
How many actors could have done a better Riddler than Jim Carrey?
quite a lot.
Too slow.
Also, it was good to see Tommy Lee Jones in some sort of cameo story.
Yeah, that was a problem with that. He wasn't supposed to have that role at all.
Too slow.
Tommy Lee Jones or Jim Carrey?
Too slow.
Tommy Lee Jones wasn't meant to be Two-Face, because that guy from the first two Batman movies actually took the role of Harvey Dent because he wanted to play Two-Face in a later movie. And then, of course, you know...
Wait, you'd have to ask Ian, who's not here right now. Batman and Robin was more fun than Batman Forever. Says Pete.
Huh. You win.
I can't argue with that. He has a good point.
Consider yourself on probation.
Probation? For what? Thanks for before. I owe you. The name's Ventus. What's yours?
I'm Mickey.
I wonder how they'll redo Mr. Freeze.
Yup. I've been training under the great young Sid.
Seems like a villain
He
who should
found
be
out the
brought
worlds are in
back.
trouble, and I sort of took off without telling him.
Well, that makes both of us. I ran off too.
All I have to do is think it, and the Star Shard will take me anywhere I want to go. At least I thought it would. I haven't quite got the fine points down like...
Yeah, who doesn't
when
like Mr. Freeze?
or where. It just kind of kicks in whenever it wants to. But I wouldn't have met you if it hadn't brought me here. You know, it might not be an accident. Maybe it starts working because it's reacting to something. Hmm?
Well, there's one thing about the Mr. Freeze storyline which always seems to bother me. There are many socialites in Gotham City like Bruce Wayne who are willing to give money to charity. Why haven't they given the money to Mr. Freeze so that he can save his wife? I mean,
They
ignore
probably
those.
don't know.
How can they not know? If they
Maybe you
did,
didn't ask him for it. What?
they did, Mr. Freeze would probably stop being a villain and probably willingly give himself up to pay his debt to
Look,
society.
Don't think about Batman logic too much. Every problem Batman has, Bruce Wayne's checkbook can probably solve better.
I'll be right back. I'm just getting a drink.
Liar.
I'm trying to think of everything Bruce Wayne's checkbook can't solve.
Well, the Joker, but other than him.
Joker, Harley Quinn.
Do you know if that Batman and Harley Quinn movie is any good? Because I saw a couple of clips of it like the other day.
Don't know. I'm reserving my opinion on that. Did my eyes deceive me, or was that the richest character in fictional history I just saw?
Scrooge McDuck, yes it is.
According to Desperate Death Battle anyway, he's the richest character in all of fiction.
Okay, I'm back.
I wonder if you asked him for money, would he say, "Oh my, no"?
Ah, Radiant Garden. You know you're going to have to do that boss fight that you did with Terra.
What, the same one?
Yeah. Because all three of you were fighting it at the same time, so you'll have to do it with Aqua as well.
Worst things to do, yeah?
Arguably.
Now, I recall the starting bosses for Dawn of War Retribution. It's a role-play game where you can only equip items before or after. So first mission, you don't get to have anything. I've always found the first boss the opening boss of that game is probably the hardest for that reason. Cool thing though, the final boss of the Chaos Space Marine storyline is very appropriate. How's the weather on your end, Ollie?
Sorry?
How's the weather on your end?
I don't know. I haven't really looked today anyway. I've been inside for most of it.
For that reason I envy you. You got dusted with snow before I left work. Even still, with or without the snow, it was incredibly cold, despite the sunshine. I actually left it without my hat and scarf because of the sunshine. It was just so hard to believe that the sun out so bright could be so cold.
I know. I know what those days are like. You feel like you've been lied to.
I just think it's going to warm up, but it doesn't. The only time I was truly warm was when I got in and I had this floating to blow the automatic door. Oh,
Stop it! Stop not dying!
You're better than me! You're nothing but an overgrown whatever the hell you are!
Oh, fuck.
I was getting his ass kicked by the weeds.
Correction, hands. when I bought Swamp Thing on DC Universe Online. Surprisingly difficult opponent, I felt a bit like Marcel Wallace after his encounter with Zed in Pulp Fiction. I'm gonna follow this guy back to his swamp with a blowtorch and some weed killer. You hear me talk, you green thumb? I'll done with you by a long shot. I'm gonna get medieval on my ass. Are those weeds actually using razor leaves against you? You're finding Pokemon like this.
They're not heartless. Apparently not.
I don't think they'd say that they're Pokemon. I mean, look, one of them's using ice, but the other's using razor leaf. Lately I've been reacquainting myself with an old friend, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm amazed on the number of times just we used a word that started with W and rhymes with content. We think I can say that on those kinds of TV shows. But as you might expect, I'm always amazed by just how evil Uncle Phil can be.
Shame now he's dead.
Yes, rest in peace. Or rest in... Game's over, isn't it?
I don't remember, to be honest. Yeah, well, you might want to put Cure on.
You're right, after all that plant injury, you might have poison ivy. I forgot about during the scout camp outing. It really painful when I got stung by that wasp at Beltway.
Oh god, more of them.
Maybe you should follow Ty's example, follow them down to their trainers and beat them up. Kind of hoping for some they're not Pokemon related jokes, like the current TN users. What would happen if Mr. Burns went Scrooge McDuck? Probably get back.
I don't know.
Bill would probably go for that slogan he used in those films films that Ned Flanders.
Hold on. The castle is presently closed.
But somebody just came this way. He's a friend of mine.
We aren't aware of any
I've seen
visitors.
those two before somewhere.
I ran along home, boy, before the monsters.
They were
get to
members
me.
of They eventually became members of Organisation 13, but this was who they were before they became members. Yeah, before they became nobodies.
They're here.
Yes. I did
Radiant
think that, but I
Garden
didn't
shall
know
not
it sounds
fall under the
stupid, like
likes
just
of you.
going out and selling it.
Yeah. Leave this to me. Yeah.
Stop!
But you're just a child!
Now, who do you think will defend the castle if you two go skipping off?
But that boy.
Oh, there
Never
he
you
is.
worry about him. He's a special case.
A what?
Evan is right.
That's right,
Lord and
Ventas.
Castle come first.
You don't have to let them
The boy will
engage
have
the
to
enemy
fend for
first
himself.
and weaken it so
Which
you can jump
reminds
in
me,
at the last minute
his
and just
lordship
be a
was
helping
asking for
hand.
you.
No, do all the work.
A heart devoid of darkness, stripped clean of it at that. Very questionable.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a remote chance we might be able to convince Ollie to redo the Terror story.
I think he's already mentioned he'll probably do it anyway.
Oh, okay. Must have not just about the secret ending, really. I just wish to see you far along your suffering until they find it. Okay, it is all about the secret ending. Forward combat goes up a stand button.
That's the look, but Jack, it's the last thing people will expect.
The number of times Sonic got hurt in those Sonic shorts. The bit where he jumped out of that helicopter, I don't think you expect.
One of my favourite Sonic shorts is still the one where Sally's eating yogurt, or she's trying to, and every time she goes for a bite, Sonic's running behind her, and as she goes to take that one bite, he just rushes past and splashes it over her face. Well, that and the one where Nicole undoes one of his robotics transmissions, and it just shows him and Snively dancing.
I hate that one.
I know, and then just causes Bonnie to cut off most of Antoine's wig and makes Rota's eyes bleed. I just found it hilarious. They've ruined Antoine's hair.
The one I rather like is the one where Sonic's between those two springs.
Yeah, I like the one where him and Shadow are looking at on DeviantArt and then realise what kind of place it is, and just horrified.
Wouldn't you be?
the hedgehog just throws a can at him. It's like, hail to the king, baby. And then just gets fried.
What killed the dinosaurs? The ice. Actually, a meteor killed the dinosaurs.
What killed the dinosaurs? Me! I love that bit of Futurama. What really killed the dinosaurs? Me! It just shows a giant brain shooting them.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's best pun in that film, I don't think.
Let's face it, it was all... Puns were kind of all he did.
Yeah.
That's why there was like a soundboard of him that was always available.
I mean, that bit where he got arrested and sent to Arkham for the first time, I've never hoped he put up a better fight.
Yeah, hey God, if you are so perfect, why would you make a human like me who could crush you? You think you could crush me? I know I could. You think you could crush me? With my pinky. Did you see what I did to Satan in End of Days? He just throws it out the window. You wouldn't stand a chance.
I think possibly my favourite Mr. Freeze moment from that film is when he encountered Poison Ivy for the first time, and he just completely owns those pheromones that sort of save his life. Pheromones don't warm one's blood. Doesn't work on the culture level.
I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do next.
Well, based on Pete's message, Ollie, what you need to do is give him your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle if you've got one. I don't think you did, but Pete told you better than I do. Constant reminder of where rising machines is not a good thing.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
And your floppy hair.
Take off your clothes immediately.
You'll not be getting high, man.
I'm going to appreciate you talk to your hand bit.
Look out! I will.
How dare you? Back off, you fiend. You'll not be getting my money.
Wait a moment, laddie.
Burst to me ball sacks.
Get a chance to repay you.
Ollie, if you just let him kill Scrooge McDuck, you can
Now,
take
just
everything
hold your
that's in
horses.
the vault.
I didn't mean the fortune.
Huh.
Maybe a wee bit of gold or a small token of...
Well, could you make
Okay,
it
never
fast?
mind, you've earned his trust.
I've just the
all
thing
you
in my
have
hat.
to do is just one swing of that keyblade, and all is yours.
You can tell me, lad, you came here from another world, didn't you? Don't worry, my bill is sealed. Your secret's safe with me. I'll not be asking
Mind
you
you,
any
Scrooge
awkward
McDuck has
questions.
won a death battle,
You
so
see,
he is
tis the same
probably
with
quite
me.
tough.
I asked a wizard named Merlin to bring me here from another world. After all, adventure is the mother of industry, eh? Eh?
Great. That all?
Ugh, but I'm holding
Cool,
you up,
Marklin.
lad, eh? Here, these are lifetime passes to Disney Town.
We finally
You
get
love
to see
buckets
who
of
wins
fun
between
there,
a Teen
but my
Titan and
name
My
is
Little
not
Pony
Scrooge
this
McDuck.
Wednesday.
There
What's
you
our
are.
opinions?
Enough for you and two grown-ups.
So I didn't quite catch that, Jack. What was that?
This Wednesday we finally get to see who wins between a My Little Pony and a Teen Titan. What's our opinion?
I don't care.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care when it comes to Death Battle at this point. I'm just there for the enjoyment.
I don't know anything about My Little Pony, and I know little about DC.
I'm kind of on the whole, I'm burnt out on DC at this point in time. I'm kind of sick of some of it, to be honest.
You picked the wrong time to get sick of it. DC never
Well, then they shouldn't have pushed Harley Quinn and the Joker into literally everything.
Another scamp
I
looking
found
to
two
wake
things
the
about it that I
powers
don't
inside
like.
him. Is that it?
What?
Oh look, it's the guy who's saying take me home.
We wizards have a knack
well
for
then.
knowing such things.
Sweet home.
The book is inside on the table. You may have a gander if you like.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain.
What book?
Oh.
Yeah.
David Tennant is the voice of Scrooge McDuck now? 7. I don't know.
Can you confirm that, Pete?
Oh
Seems
god,
like
what
the
did I
sort of-
do?
Seems like the sort of role David Tennant would take. You wouldn't want to be the richest character in all fiction. Oh no, not this again.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, he is. Fair enough.
So if I apply a book of matches to that book, do you think I would actually see a forest fire in the 100-acre woods which no one would survive?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't for Winnie the Pooh, Jeremy Clarkson probably wouldn't be so rich. According to one of my work colleagues, Jeremy Clarkson made his first fortune from Winnie the Pooh. That boy from Ridgewater who refused to blindfold on the Rats Road. It's interesting that you've given me something to think about regarding the next world. When Thorvald sacrificed every reasonable truth in his army and managed to match wits with the most evil minds in human history, and he technically won.
Well, to be fair, they had a weakness. To be fair, his tactic was kind of cowardly, yes, and it was effective. But then again, he took advantage of the fact that they were made of wax. Of course he did. Rimmer's not going to do any of it himself. Although I do like Season 12's thing where they're all turned into Series 4000 Mechanoids.
I don't think I've not seen Season 11 or 12 yet.
You really need to.
Yes, I can see that. Crichton's going to be saying, well, so you could raise the temperature in the reporters, which would cause them all to melt, but that could mean the end of their species. And although I am programmed to obey every command you say, I would consider it a highly demoralizing decision. So here's the plan. We're going to raise the temperature in their fortress. Oh, but sir! Right then, I am commanding.
A daylight charge over the minefield.
I wonder how the series would have been if Crichton had asserted himself from the beginning. Never did anything Rimmer said.
But season 11 and 12, I think, they made up for season 9 and 8. I know you like season 8, but I'm kind of very mixed about 8.
I can acknowledge it wasn't as good.
Yeah, that's my problem with the entire thing, is that 8 just didn't feel right to me. Old Transformers theme right now. Change, change, change.
I was getting the impression of a Megazord, but I suppose yours works too.
Well, again, I was watching a load of the Phalos show, and he did the whole acknowledging that Transformers originally was based off another toy from Japan before it came over to the UK to the West called Diaclone, and they had their own theme song for transforming. I still don't like the whole changing Megatron from a gun to a tank. It didn't work for Generation 2, it doesn't work now.
Might have worked for Transformers Armada, but...
The thing is, I acknowledge what everyone says about, the original series, that 4 and 5 were terrible. Which they were. Well, season 3 and 4 was terrible. I mean, they killed Optimus Prime. Then brought him back, and his replacement was literally the guy who got him killed in the first place.
Well, it shows that Prime's not heavy.
Well, the thing was that Prime died before that guy took over, because Prime died and then gave the Matrix over to Ultra Magnus. Then, of course, Magnus got killed by Galvatron. Yeah, but to be fair, he didn't use the finger holes.
I found myself saying in commentary,
well, to be fair, Unicron was a bigger threat.
How's this for an example of Darkest Hour? You don't even have the Matrix anymore.
Yeah, well, look how it all ended up afterwards. Most of season 3 was them trying to, replace the toy line that they'd already lost, and Rodimus Prime accepting that he wasn't a good leader. Then they brought Optimus Prime back as a zombie, kind of cured him slightly. Galvatron became insane, thanks to being dipped in lava. Starscream came...
Well, he hates the Autobots. And he's not very fond of you either.
What?
That wasn't that clip you showed me of Galvatron in what I can
and he's like, oh yeah, when they had him in the mental asylum, and like, I hate the Autobots, I hate them all. Yes, tell me about these Autobots. I hate them all, and I'm not fond of you either. And he's somehow able to make guns out of nothing. When they give him Lego blocks to build stuff, and he just somehow they're like, constructing an object sometimes helps construct their broken personality. He just somehow manages to build a working gun out of Lego. Yeah, and then of course the planet tried to absorb his mind, but then he drove it mad.
That was the episode
I know, I loved it. And then of course apparently they had to bring Optimus Prime back because of all the damage that killing him did. So they brought him back. He became a leader for a while, and then they ended up having to do Headmasters, which didn't work out very well at all. And then they had the Japanese show, which they didn't get the movie. They didn't get the movie Transformers in Japan until after Headmasters, which was a problem because most of the characters kind of alive in the timeline of Headmasters and Victory Force.
Say what you will about Headmasters, but I did quite like Six Shot.
Oh yeah, Six Shot was cool. I liked Omega Supreme in the original series.
Yeah, you know, I found this YouTube channel which does which has done a number of stop motion movies using the toys. They're pretty good.
Oh yeah. Well, I've been watching Phalos' some of his good stuff, and he got like the original version of Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker.
Warpath versus Astro Train was a good example.
Astro Train. Although I did like that they continued the continuity of the cartoons in Beast Wars when they brought back Starscream when he took over Waspinator's body.
Yeah, Beast Wars has actually become more appreciated over this day and age.
Yeah, it's a shame Beast Machines was shite. And of course, their Megatron. Also, come on, they brought back Ravage in Beast Wars.
Yeah. I've got mixed opinions about Beast Machines.
Yeah, I don't really like it as much, considering just how the show went. You know, Megatron's whole thing of getting Optimus Primal's original body, Rhinox being a dick. I did like the rude awakening of Optimus Prime video where the Beast Wars characters accidentally awaken him, and then he starts pointing out holes in their plan. By God, by the Matrix, mutants, Terratran 1. No, we're your descendants. Ah, don't see it. I'm a truck, not a poop-slinging monkey. Then Megatron steps in and Optimus Prime just looking at us. That's your Megatron? I could stamp on him right now and end this entire war.
I did like trust in Beast Machines. I like how he became the sole surviving vehicle.
Maximals and Predacons living together. This must truly be our darkest hour. And he's about to open the Matrix. Wait, Prime, don't open it yet. Why? We get an actual movie in 2005. In the 2000s. Really? Do I get top billing? No. Till all are one. And he just opens the Matrix and destroys the Beast Machine era. And of course the one where he wakes up. Do you remember those Dr. Smooth videos I showed you all?
You're gonna have to remind me.
Optimus Prime's gonna kick your ass. I'm going to beat the shit out of Optimus Prime. And then I'm going to go after you, Bumblebee. I'm not Bumblebee, I'm Ironhide. And of course, when they pointed out the problem with the Dinobots. Wheeljack, it's your fault. You're the one who decided to make actual dinosaurs, and then you not give them the intelligence to tell their head from their ass. Nice going, Wheeljack off. Fuck you, Papa.
I thought they killed off Jetson and Beast Machines a bit too quick. I like them. Yeah, I stayed in fast, so I like Jets.
You must have loved the aerial bots in the original G1 cartoon.
Not quite much. I thought Aerial was a bit difficult.
I think that was the point, because they were young, because they had that whole episode where they went back in time, because they didn't. The whole point of the episode was they didn't understand why they were fighting the Decepticons. And then when they went back in time and saw Orion Pax being killed by Megatron for nothing, they kind of got it.
Yeah. I have to say, I respected the Technobots more.
What, you mean the ones that got Grimlock's super intelligence?
Yeah, Computron.
Yeah, Computron.
Ben, now, come on!
I mean, I had a friend at Hereward who loved Transformers. Seriously, I've mentioned stories about my friend Dwayne for a long time, but his favourite bit was when they introduced Bruticus, because for so long he'd only seen the first season, so he'd only really seen Devastator as the only combiner.
Oh yeah.
And he just loved Bruticus turning up and going, Bruticus,
lifetime passes to Disney.
Devastate.
He said to
Devastator. And just punches him once and breaks him into pieces.
And then Menasor sucker punched him.
You mean us?
I think Menasor
banished me. I don't like being banished.
Listen to me then. We need to get you home.
It's okay, Aqua. Trust me, that guy in the mask is history. We'll never badmouth Terra.
Yeah, I did like the fact that Starscream almost... The thing is,
saw the boy in the
Starscream was
mask?
more competent than Megatron. Keep in mind, he came the closest to actually killing Optimus Prime. If it wasn't for Elita 1 doing her her final last resort move,
No way.
Optimus Prime would have been
I
dead.
want to go with you guys.
You can't.
But I also love
have a
I also
dangerous
love the
task
joke
ahead
that
of
he would instantly try and
I don't want you to
he was
get hurt.
instantly trying to take over the
And what is this
Decepticons every
dangerous
single time
task,
Megatron
Terra?
so much as tripped over.
It doesn't sound like what the Master told you to do.
Yeah, that lost him.
It might be a different route, but I'm fighting the darkness.
I'm not so sure. I've been to the same worlds as you, and I've seen what you've done. You shouldn't put yourself so close to the
Probably the
darkness.
worst mistake ever been made by
Listen
a
to yourself,
Decepticon
Aqua.
leader.
Terra would never.
I think. Let's see. I think you could
Is that what he
literally
said to
choose
do?
any of Galvatron's.
Master's orders.
He was
but which
only...
was
Because the guy was... I don't know, that's the problem. Galvatron was so unstable. He didn't really have... After the whole
Terra,
falling
just
into the
stay
lava
put.
pits on
I'm
Char,
on my own now.
his mind kind
Alright?
of became completely, he didn't seem to know
Terra,
anything about
please,
tactics or
listen.
seem to care
The
anymore
Master
because
has
he was
no
all driven
reason
just
to
by
distrust
rage.
you, really.
So
He was
you know...
just worried.
Although, the funny thing was in the Marvel comic, what they did with him? Galvatron came back from the future and met his past
now you know the
self,
truth.
but every time he sees
But the
Megatron,
Master
he goes
loves
insane
Terra.
because he feels Megatron
know that
is
too.
the actual cause of all
Were
of his
you
insanity,
also
so he has to
ordered
keep
to take
holding
me
back
home?
from killing him. Although he did take over, though the comics also had Spider-Man beat up Soundwave and Megatron, so, do live with what you
Now
can.
that you're a Keyblade Master,
Ironically
Let it go
enough,
to your
Sam, I
head.
find that Matt Galvatron's very worst mistake
I'm gonna go find
actually
Terra.
came before the lava pits on Char, when he still could have been considered stable.
Well, it is also hard to argue with his argument when he basically took over in the Armada comic. He came from another universe where he was still working for Unicron and tried to he basically had gone to other universes to kill other Megatrons, and he had no idea about the Minicons and their ability to form the Star Saber. So Galvatron challenged Energon Megatron, who then impaled him on the sword.
Transformers Armada. The show was really designed for that when I started using three-dimensional Transformers. How did that go? Well, Megatron had jetpacks
I just didn't really like Megatron turning into a tank. I mean, the G2 comics just didn't work. Combining them with G.I. Joe was an interesting idea at the time, I suppose, but she really just doesn't work as a tank.
I have like the various incarnations of Shockwave, but I think possibly
The comic book version of Shockwave was really different from his TV version. I think that's the more terrifying part with him. He was actually a threat in the comic. He was more powerful than Megatron, but logic made it so he wouldn't take over until Megatron failed to beat them. So the Autobots so many times he actually intervened, defeated all of them, and was one of the only Decepticons to actually be able to defeat the Dinobots on his own.
Wow.
Well, they were originally, in the comics, the Dinobots were actually formed while all the other Transformers were unconscious in order to protect the Ark. However, Shockwave made it to Earth, battled all of the Dinobots, but then it ended in a stalemate after he defeated all of the others except for Slag, who knocked him into a tar pit. Shockwave got stuck in the tar pit along with Slag, and basically went offline for a couple of years. He got out first though, defeated the Autobots, and started scrapping their body parts to power up to create some of the Constructicons, because he found the creation matrix, which could create other Transformer life, and used that to create the... Galvatron came from the future.
As much as I like Shockwave, I think possibly the one Transformer I'd most like to be is Six Shot.
I like Soundwave. Though I liked in the comics that his tapes could actually speak.
Nobody would follow an uncharismatic boy like you.
No one calls Soundwave uncharismatic. Yeah, I know in the comics that Rumble and Frenzy were basically stupid.
What I didn't quite like is that within the video game War for Cybertron we had Frenzy repeating Rumble's words just so they could give Rumble a district quote. Yeah, I think I did laser beat pretty well. Has Soundwave ever actually been disloyal to Megatron?
No, oddly enough, Soundwave is the one person who's always been loyal to Megatron.
He's going to have to go now. Alright, see you, B.
See you, B.
He's probably already gone. Please don't say goodbye.
Although in the Japanese comics as well, Galvatron did become Megatron again, eventually.
I didn't quite like Blackout in the first Transformers movie. Where did he originate from?
Blackout? Which movie? The cartoon one or the live action one?
I haven't seen the live action one, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in where Blackout originated.
I don't know, because the thing is, a lot of the Transformers toys that they made weren't always in the show. Some of them, I mean, if we're talking about the toy story, believe it or not, Six Shot actually has a son who's an Autobot, who's also a six changer. And they also, oddly enough, made a toy of Ghost Starscream. It was see-through. It was just his G1. It was just his G1 toy, but it was all the plastic they used and metal they used to make him was all see-through. So, you know, he was actually, you know, just a ghost effectively. But they've redone them so they look the toys look more like the cartoons now.
That Spin Car toy, the He-Man toy
Oh, you should have seen Pepsi Convoy, which is just Optimus Prime, but he's, you know, got Pepsi logos all over him.
Yes, I heard on the internet that the Primes were called Convoys.
Yeah, in Japan, Prime is just called Convoy. So, you know, that's a thing. Though the IDW comics I did like for the Transformers, but they did actually explain why Megatron was the way he was. Apparently the Autobots don't all agree with each other, and they do treat the Decepticons like second-class citizens, and Megatron was a minor. And he actually wanted to politically debate the leaders of Cybertron, but he got caught trying to do something violent, so the police officer who arrested him was Optimus Prime, who actually agreed with his political views. And even on Megatron's behalf, even though Megatron didn't realise it, Optimus Prime actually spoke on his behalf about the points against the Autobot Council. And eventually, I think currently, in the Lost Light comics, Megatron became an Autobot. Oh, and he got one of his really, really, really old abilities back where he can just create black holes out of his eyes.
Everything you said before Optimus Prime arrested him, I had realised from playing Transformers War for so
Well, there is actually a Megatron Origins comic that explains it all, but, you know, Optimus Prime was the only policeman who actually treated him fairly, and it was only a few years later that Megatron actually realised, you know, that he was angry. It's possible they took some ideas from it, because sometimes when they make games, they sometimes go to other sources to get ideas. I mean, that's what caused the problem with the Sonic comics for a while, was when they made that game for the DS, the Sonic and the Dark Brotherhood Chronicles. Ken Penders then started suing Sega and EA because he felt that the idea they used was literally stealing from him, which it kinda was.
Run!
He owned the rights to all the story, so, you know, all the echidnas and all those things were kind of his creation, so he kind of sued him. The point being that the games sometimes will borrow things from comic books, you know, just to get an idea for a story.
missions more further into this game.
Well, he's only at Radiant Garden, so I think he's got a few more worlds to go.
Ienzo, where are you? Answer me! Ah, there you are. Didn't I warn you not to wander off, child? I see we owe you our thanks. We have done our best to raise the boy, since his poor parents are not here to do it.
Oh, you're on your own, huh? Sir, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's a tall guy, dressed kinda like me. Have you seen him?
Perhaps I did see him in the outer gardens. Just follow this road.
I wonder if there's something that can be done in this storyline that can be used to
thank you
ensure
for
that
keeping
everything
Ienzo
wrong
out of
that
harm's
happens in
way.
Kingdom
And,
Hearts isn't.
well, let's say, I have a feeling we are destined to cross paths again.
Hey guys, I am running really low on energy, so I think I want to call it here. Yeah. Right, well, thanks for tuning in. Anyone who watched, we'll see you guys next time.